At White Knot Technologies, we specialize in bags, embroidery, branded wear, and screen printing. We provide the finest quality for affordable price and fast turnaround time. We make sure you'll be satisfied with your order. Visit us at 18 Fisher Avenue, Epping.
Wish to engage. Honourable Chair, I just wish to raise a number of important points before we proceed to questions based on what I was asked to prepare and to respond to by members of the committee. Let me first of all say that I submit the information in good faith. To the best of my knowledge, it is true and correct. But I am constrained in providing certain information for the following reasons. Having resigned as the Group Chief Executive of Eskom at the end of February, I'm not in possession of certain documents and material that remain in the possession of Eskom or in the hands of law enforcement bodies to corroborate or substantiate certain allegations. I'm therefore constrained regarding certain allegations and the amount of detail that I can provide with regard thereto. And respectfully, I would like to direct the committee to engage with those entities to obtain said detail. Having regard to the nature of the alleged criminal and unlawful activities, the sources that I've relied on to inform law enforcement and intelligence agencies have legitimate reasons to fear for their safety. I'm therefore not able to divulge their identities because doing so will undoubtedly compromise their identities and their safety. To the extent that these are known to the Directorate for Priority Crimes Investigations, otherwise known as the Hawks, I respectfully direct the committee to direct inquiries to the officers investigating these cases. The third point is that the alleged criminal and unlawful activities that are currently under investigation are of a very sensitive and complex nature, and it involves elements that are best characterized as organized crime. As these investigations are currently ongoing, and having regard to the public nature of the proceedings at Scopa, I would not wish to be seen to be defeating the ends of justice by divulging information that may compromise the successful arrest and prosecution of individuals implicated in these activities.
Okay. Are we on? We're on. All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Money. We're back at it again with another one. And this time around, I want to speak about under the Ruyter being summoned and being asked questions, and under the Ruyter not answering any questions, not dropping any names, under the Ruyter just being under the Ruyter, making accusations, making allegations, and not backing them up with facts. Let me just add some light here so you guys can see me properly. Is that better? Okay. Excuse me. So guys, I'm going to touch this thing of Bishop Maponga again, speaking about the majority ruling the minority.
Question number one. Question number two. Are you saying that we don't have a right to expressing ourselves as Africans? Question number three. If democracy means majority rules and majority votes against a principle, then why won't you allow that to become law? Are you saying the minority must manage the majority, or the majority must manage the minority? Then if that whole ideology is wrong, then take democracy in a nice black dustbin bag and throw it outside. Because what you are telling us is by the people, for the people, with the people, and all those slogans you hear.
If you look at that analogy, it says in a democratic space, the majority should control the minority, and the minority should not control the majority. This gives me this it leaves us with a lot of questions. If the majority of South African parliament is not gay, how did we give out gay rights? You understand? If the majority is not criminals, how did we then let Cyril Ramaphosa's Pala's issue we lay to bed? When we speak about the majority, when the majority wants to know something, the minority should provide that information. What am I talking about? Follow me, I'm coming with you. Welcome to King Says So YouTube channel. We do commentary about nonsense like Bo Andre the Ruyter, who have the right to say in his term at ESCOM about approximately, he didn't even say approximately, he said 1 billion was being looted every month. So you and I, we know that ESCOM does not operate in hard cash. Everything goes through the system. The CFO, the CEO oversees most of these procurement processes. Me and you, we know that. Other channels, they don't. Me and you, we know. Because why? We are in business. We know this type of things. Andre the Ruyter was overseeing a lot of tenders that were being given out. In his own words, he was saying he was even stopping some tenders, questioning the tenderpreneurs and saying, why does this guy have to supply us with this thing for so much? Why do we have to pay for this? It shows that he was involved in any process that had to do with the money because he was there at ESCOM to fix ESCOM. Are you following me? Now, Andre the Ruyter, during his term as the ESCOM CEO, he got poisoned. And by getting poisoned, they threw something in his coffee. They tried to take him out. But thank God they didn't. And Andre the Ruyter survived. So he saw that, hey, I'm not going to die for this ESCOM nonsense. This thing is what is deeper than I thought. They asked him a question. If you knew what you knew now, would you still have taken the job? He said no. And for me, that also applied to some of these political parties with these collusions. We have a Joburg mayor who wasted our time. Came 2 months later, we don't have a mayor anymore in Joburg. Well, why? Because you take the job without the knowledge of what it requires. I told you guys, I said, hypothetically speaking, if the DA wins 2024 elections, the DA will not be able to lead the country. Why, King? Why are you saying that? Because the people, most of the people, from cleaners up to senior managers that are currently working right now, most of them were put in there by the ANC. And a DA leader, whether you bring an MEC, an HOD, or whoever, it's going to be very difficult to change the system that is already in place. That's what Andre the Ruyter then realized. He said, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into here? So to run away from the responsibility, run away from accountability, he does what? Point fingers. No, they stole money. No, they took this. No, there was a minister I told. No, there was no, Andre the Ruyter. We don't work like that. Ministers have got name. Why can't you give us the name? This is why I'm saying there's no democracy in South Africa. If one man can tell us 1 billion was stolen every month, and he doesn't tell us for how many months, 6 months, 6 billion, 8 months, 8 billion, 12 months, for how, as long as you were there, he was there in 2019, for those who don't know, until 2023. You said 1 billion was stolen every month under the radar. Which month? Where is the proof? Top official government is stealing money from ESCOM. Who? Why can't we get these answers? Because in South Africa, the minority rules the majority. Democracy is an illusion. If you don't wake up from that, I don't know what's going to happen. There's no democracy. There's no such thing as democracy. If there is such thing as democracy, why is it that the black people that are the majority in this country are struggling with land and can't take it? Why is it this minority is ruling this whole majority? Yo, guys, 3 days not making a videos. I miss you guys. When I say I'm busy, I truly mean it. I'm busy, guys. I'm busy trying to give you the content. I'm watching things about our best. I'm watching what is happening in the Ukraine and how the whole world has responded in this Ukraine issue. And then I'm watching what is happening in South Sudan because their skin color is just a little bit darker. Nobody cares. I saw videos that you would not be able to watch again of South Sudan. I don't know why I have this other friend that keeps on sending me nonsense on my WhatsApp, but he sent me videos of South Sudanese killing each other because in other countries, for South Africans, for you guys to understand, in other countries, the commander of the army is not the president. For us, the commander of the army is the president. Cyril Ramaphosa rules the army. When he gives his word, the army goes. But in other countries, you've got they differentiate between the two powers of president and the general of the army. So most of the time, you find in these countries, the general of the army can challenge the president because he's almost acting independent from government. So what is happening in South Sudan is exactly that. The fight for what I don't know. I watched a lot of videos and I'm like, hey, man, what are you guys fighting for? South Sudan breaks my heart. But look how because it's not white people, nobody's bothered. It's not Ukraine, you know. China and Russia busy, US and Russia busy borrowing these two factions in South Sudan. They're killing each other, no problem. Who is there to worry? Maybe I'll post some videos or some pictures so that you guys can see. Pictures, not videos. I can't post those graphic videos here online on my channel. Bishop Mabonga told us something. There's something wrong with our democracy. And I'm telling you another thing, that democracy is an illusion, especially in Africa. It's an illusion to stop us from seeing the bigger picture, which is what I repeat it all the time on my channel, the Black Agenda. Who is the face of Black Agenda in South Africa? Who has the right interest in his heart for black people in South Africa? When are we going to be free? Can someone answer me on the comment section? Are we ever going to get land back? Remember, when the ANC had over 85%, they didn't take the land back. 80%, they didn't take the land back. 2/3, they call it the 2/3 majority. Did nothing. Now we are facing a situation where the ANC might and will be under 50%. What is going to happen to the Black Agenda? Because the new focus will be collusion government. And that's not going to help us. I'm going to be making videos and videos telling you guys, go and watch the old videos, which will be this video, where I'm telling you guys, a new political party cannot run the government of today. Cannot. It's too corrupt to the core. It's rotten. And you're hearing these words from someone that works for the government. There are very few people that are genuine and that are pushing work in government. I'm working for government. I'm not afraid to say that. We can bring the files and the receipts. In fact, the workforce of government, which is the biggest employer in South Africa, is ballooned to numbers that are not necessary. There are people in government that are getting paid for doing nothing. Some of them don't even bother to come to work. You can take me to court. I'm ready. I'm ready. Can just prove it. Just where I'm working. Forget the other departments. I see it every day. It's sad to see it because you find other people that are hard workers in government. People, when you look at them, you get inspired. You're like, wow, this person is serving the public. Then you look at others and you're like, what on earth? How did this person get in here? Then you find people like under the radar who can make any accusation whatsoever. And in my heart, I want to say, hey, he's probably right, but give us the names. Does not want to give us names. So we stuck in the dark. We are stuck with I don't know who's going to make under the radar answer these questions. But you guys, look, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. It's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Money, doing daily or weekly commentary about things that bother you, that bother us, that affect us in South Africa, around the world. Click the like and go in the comment section. Give me your thoughts. Let iron sharpen iron.